everybody and welcome to you all. My name is Sándor Varga and I am the co-founder and programmer of the Beat Bandits Games developer team. We are a small and independent game developer studio from Hungary, and because we love computer games, we decided to make a pretty cool video game in our free time. In the following video we would like to share some information with you in connection with our new game named KOTA, which has been under development for a few months.
KOTA, which stands for Knight of the Air, is a game in shoot-'em-up genre, where, in most cases, the player flies alone and tries to struggle with the constantly arriving enemies. As the game is not a simulation, we don't have to deal with the difficulties of controlling the plane or with the amount of fuel or ammunition. The difficulty of the game lies in the constant actions, the great number of enemies, and the maneuvers demanding quick reactions, while we are flying over a dynamic three-dimensional scrolling landscape. As it is common in these types of games, throughout the gameplay we can use different weapons and power-ups to be prepared for the final fights against the full-screen size bosses. With the different difficulty levels and achievement system, we would like our game to be challenging to the casual and hardcore gamers as well. When we started the developing process, we were inspired by such classical games like Space War and Space Invaders, which initiated shoot-'em-up genre and attracted thousands of gamers into the local arcades. Or we could mention 1942 or Blue Max, which were famous titles on the 8-bit home computer games in this genre. Since only relatively few games are released in the topic of the First World War, KOTA would like to invite the players into this historical period. With our small biplane, we have to fight at some important locations of the war. As we have mentioned, KOTA is set at the time of the First World War and tries to commemorate such great personalities of flying as the most well-known pilot of that age, Manfred von Richthofen, and the most famous Hungarian fighter is József Kiss of Ittebe, who was also called the Hungarian Richthofen by his friends and enemies. József Kiss scored the majority of his aerial victories with not destroying his enemies, but with forcing the airplanes down to the ground and saving the crew's life. Because of this generous behavior, he was named Knight of the Air. Throughout the gameplay, the player can fly over some important scenes of the First World War. This is why we try to do our best when building the environment to match the design with the style of a given scene. So when creating the airplanes, other vehicles and the buildings, we try to make them look like the real ones as much as we can. Of course, as it is not a historical documentary, differences and inaccuracies might occur. However, gameplay is far ahead from reality. We can use fictitious weapons with unlimited ammunition, we have to beat oversized bosses, as we could get used to it in such games.
It is always a great possibility when a new platform is released, and we think that OUYA will have a bright future. Therefore, KOTA will be available on this platform at the fourth part of 2013. Until then, please check our Facebook profile and YouTube channel for the latest information, or simply write us for our email address. See you soon. Bye.